my YouTube channel. It's your girl Lily Monyash, and today, first of all, let me start by saying thank you so much for everybody that has joined my team, the Love with Lily Monyash. And Lily Monyash is me. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Honestly, I feel so humbled. I'm really appreciating the growth, you know, one day at a time, and you're in the right place. In my channel, I talk about everything random. I talk about plus size. I talk about things we face as plus size, how to embrace ourselves, healthy tips that I get across. We also throw in challenges like 40 days of fruit eating, 40 days of water fasting, 40 days of everything random that I see and that I would want us to experience together. So that it's all about positivity, growth, encouraging each other, and pointing out few things that we see here and there. We discuss a lot of things, personal journey that I have encountered as a plus size woman, and so on and so forth. Okay, having said that, so today I want to go and make my hair on a local salon just here around where I stay. Excuse the background, it's on Saturday here and everyone is like crazy. You know, the kids are not in school and all that. So, and as you can see, I'm vlogging inside my house. This is my dining area, and that's where I'm just positioning my camera, and I'm so to carry the story short, to cut the story short, or to shorten the story, I have a story that I want to give you, and you know I'm perfect when it comes to storytelling. I remembered something when I wanted to go to that salon. Hey, gossip time. So yeah, my hair is natural, so it doesn't need a lot of things, and I'm a cornrow lover, so I love cornrows, simple cornrows, you know, yeah, those nice lines. So I went to this salon. Yeah, as bubbly as I am, I was just like so happy to join them, because I usually make my hair there, so not so many times, like, you know, that salon that you always go when you need an emergency, like you want your hair to be fixed very fast, you know, just simple hairstyle. So I went there, and I sat down, and she was doing my hair, and we were just talking. Oh, how long have you it's taking you long to come to my salon? How have you been? How are the things? We talked about corona, we talked about a lot of things, and yeah, she's always very friendly, and she's a nice lady. So we were just doing our hair, yeah. So when I was doing my hair, there were two ladies in the salon. The salonist, one was doing pedicure, and the other one was the hairstylist. Yeah, okay. So one lady walked in, a client of course, and they welcomed her very well as usual. Yeah, and she wanted something very simple. She wanted her hair oiled, and then she was a plus size, you guys. She was a plus size, more than I am. Okay, so she walked in and she sat down, and you know, here in Kenya, especially in Kenya, let me just say, in this small local salon, we don't have the farm chairs. We have the plastic white chairs. They're not that strong for like plus size people, you know. I know, you know, those local seats, they're from Kempoli, if I'm not wrong. So she sat down, and her service was quick, you know. Oiling the hair, it takes like 2 minutes, you know, 3-5 minutes, and she's done. She did not want like her hair getting styled, you know. So they got to it, and they finished before I got out. Okay, so the lady walked out, and she was like, thank you so much, blah blah blah, nini, see you again. And then she left. Immediately as she walked out, the lady that was oiling her hair started the conversation. I don't know what is it with salons, people gossip a lot. I don't know, I don't want to say all salons, but you know, us ladies, we like gossiping a lot. Or maybe you like something that your client was having, or maybe you didn't like it, you know, you'll have to comment about it, but it's not a must. Then again, it depends how you approach the whole scenario, the whole situation, how you address it, and you know. So that lady who was oiling her hair, she said, so she started like saying, oh my god, did you see how fat she is? Like, she's very fat. Oh my god. God, how does she even move around? Huh? And then she made a comment and said, she looks like, let me say it in Kiswahili, then I'll translate it in English, because in Kiswahili, the message is getting directly home, you know. You know, there are those statements, you know, you have to say them. Aki ni mnono anakakukula chipo na kuku mzima peke yake. You know, that means like she's too fat. She looks like she can finish her whole chicken alone and a bag of fries alone. Yeah, my translation is like that. So I was like, oh my God, do you know what it takes for us plus size people to feel the way you're saying? Like, do you know how much it gets to us? And who told you, like, who told you? And then she was just laughing sarcastically, and then she went ahead and made another comment and said, you know, I was also feeling for these chairs, you know, they are very weak, they are plastic chairs, and you know, you remember the other client who just sat on these chairs and she broke the feet, the stool and whatever. And the one that was making my hair, she was keeping quiet and looking at the mirror to reflect to her, like, zip it. We have a client, like, it's zip it. She was just quiet. She was not saying anything. I was also very quiet. I was not saying anything because I was waiting for my turn. I wanted her to like spit everything out. When she's done, then I start, because you know she continued ranting. She was like, you know, I feel for these fat people. What kind of meals do they even eat? You know, you just carry all those kgs. You don't feel tired, and you know. She continued talking, and then the room was like so quiet. No one was answering her back. No one was contributing to her conversation. And then it's like she felt awkward as well. She just took some few towels and she went outside, and I never said anything. So I was waiting for her to come back, because I'm sure she noticed, you know, when you're giving some nice vibe and some kind of conversation and you're gossiping and you're expecting the people you're telling the story to tell you something back, you know, to get the conversation more juicier. And then you don't get that, you know, you feel like they are ignoring you or something. So that's how it was. So when she came back and I asked her, why are you fat shaming her? Why are you doing that? Did she tell you she can eat that much? Like, I even stopped the lady who was plating me. I was like, no, I want to have this conversation. You know, I started talking. Girl, really? I asked her, do you have anyone in your family that is fat? And she asked me why. I said, I'm just asking because it's very interesting to how like you have really talked bad on that lady, and honestly you don't even know her, do you? She said, no, I really don't know her personally, but nimnono, like she's fat, you know, the exclamation and all that. And I told her, you know, so many people are going through weight challenges. Some are very sick actually. Some is a lifestyle, some is psychological issue, eating disorder, hormonal imbalance. It is contributed by so many things. It's not about what they eat or how much they consume, the portioning and all that. And fat shaming is everywhere. It's on the streets. It is even in the malls, even in the stores that we go to shop. You know, you find a nice sales lady, they are having some nice brands, they are nice pants or shirts and whatever, and you're very interested in buying them or maybe buying for someone else, you know, and when you walk in, they're like, we don't have your size. They haven't even known why you're there or what you came there to do. You're maybe looking around. You're maybe not even interested. Someone else is interested with them, you know? And they're already telling you, like, we don't have an X5, we don't have an X6 or an X whatever, because you're just a plus size, you know? And once, it's very ironical, honestly. Let's stop fat shaming people and calling them fat. You know, I was with your fat friend. You remember the fat lady that you came here with the last time? We can do better than that, honestly. You know, the way you are hurt and you feel bad, that's the same thing. There's a slogan that people say, hurt people. Like you project what is inside. If you're hurt, you show the hurt and you give the hurt to other people to get hurt. No, it doesn't work like that because it's such a sad situation and it's a society thing. I don't know. It's there are also people who are struggling with weight themselves. They are skinny and they want to be like petite or just gain a few pounds, here and there. There's no one who is perfect. Even the perfect people that you see, they have the nicest figure, all blah blah, and you think they've made it in life. If you ask them, honestly, there's something they're struggling with. Maybe they're struggling with their arms, like I struggle with mine, I always say that. Maybe they're struggling, they would want some nicer, bigger boobies. Like, everyone is struggling and everyone is juggling up and down, knowing what to do with their life. And I'm not here to glorify obese. I'm not glorifying obese or being plus size. I'm not telling people, yeah, let's all get fat. All get fat. Fat is beautiful. Fat is this. Of course, we are beautiful. Plus size is beautiful, and we are beautiful. Very beautiful, actually. And there's nothing you can say about that will change our mind and be like, we are not pretty. We are out there. We are pretty. We are so many, especially in Kenya and all over the world. Everyone, we have so many plus size people, and they're struggling with weight, health issues, and all that. And the same thing with skinny people, they're struggling with their own struggles, so I'm not here to glorify obese, but I'm here to be confident about it. We are already here. We are already plus size. We find ourselves being plus size. We are working on it. If you want to, just live your life, laugh out loud, love the loved ones, like I always say in this channel.